There have been many cases in the United States Supreme Court that involve violations of different amendments to the Constitution. Here are some examples. Marbury v. Madison, 1803. This case established the Supreme Court's role in the new government and its power to review all acts of Congress where constitutionality was at issue. McCulloch v. Maryland, 1819. This case established the right of Congress to pass laws that are necessary and proper to conduct the business of the U.S. government. Gibbons v. Ogden, 1824. This case established that when a federal and state law are in conflict, the federal law is supreme. Dred Scott v. Sanford, 1857. This case held that slaves were not considered U.S. citizens under the Constitution, but rather constitutionally protected property of their masters. Estelle v. Gamble, 1976. This case established that the Eighth Amendment may be violated due to factors related to a prisoner's confinement, such as a prison guard's deliberate indifference to a prisoner's serious illness or injury. Mapp v. Ohio, 1961. This case established that evidence obtained in violation of the Fourth Amendment's protection against unreasonable searches and seizures cannot be used in state law criminal prosecutions. Gideon v. Wainwright, 1963. This case established that the Sixth Amendment's right to counsel is a fundamental right and applies to state court criminal defendants through the 14th Amendment's Due Process Clause. Miranda v. Arizona, 1966. This case established that the Fifth Amendment's protection against self-incrimination requires law enforcement officials to advise a suspect of their rights before being subjected to custodial interrogation. Tinker v. Des Moines Independent Community School District, 1969. This case established that students do not lose their First Amendment rights to freedom of speech when they enter school property. Roe v. Wade, 1973. This case established that the 14th Amendment's Due Process Clause includes a fundamental right to privacy that protects a woman's right to choose to have an abortion. Regents of the University of California Back, 1978. This case established that the use of racial quotas in university admissions is unconstitutional under the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause, but that race can be considered as one factor among many in admissions decisions. Texas v. Johnson, 1989. This case established that burning the American flag is a form of symbolic speech protected by the First Amendment. Lawrence v. Texas, 2003. This case established that the 14th Amendment's Due Process Clause protects the rights of consenting adults to engage in private, intimate conduct, including same-sex sexual activity. District of Columbia v. Heller, 2008. This case established that the Second Amendment protects an individual's right to possess a firearm for traditionally lawful purposes, such as self-defense within the home.